So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a mock test up in Killester with the lovely Ashleigh. So you have never started your test before, no?
No.
First ever mock test as well?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So is there anything specifically that you want to just like crack down on today, or like how are we feeling?
I'm nervous, but I don't know what I need to crack down on and what, like I feel like I have an awful lot of bad habits.
Okay.
But I don't actually know what them bad habits are yet
Okay.
until we start going.
So we'll figure it out today.
Okay.
We'll figure it out today. Okay, sweet, lovely stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out a spot. Again, as I always say to people, as much as it's a mock test to the best of my ability, I don't want to be super strict if there's something that we can kind of correct here and now today.
Yeah.
That may lead to like a bad hour mark on the test day,
Perfect.
okay? I wouldn't want to wait until the end and be like, oh, by the way, you need to fix this. I'd rather you just kind of know as we're going out and about and then try to correct it before the end of the mock test, okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what we'll do is we're going to drive out, we're going to reverse back and we're going to drive out the test centre. We're going to take a left, okay?
Okay.
It is sunny today. Just going to pop these sunglasses on.
Yeah.
They're not the coolest now, but they'll do the job.
Yeah.
And we'll
no,
take
I
a
got
left
you.
here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a left at the lights.
Okay.
Jeez. Have you ever driven out of this test centre before?
No.
Okay, so with all with all the niceness about it, you would have already failed. So, future Jack just cutting in here. I actually just finished up the mock test with Ashley there and we went over to have a look at that line. So I just have to disregard what I said here in regards to the grade 3 because it actually wasn't a stop line. It was just a word that was saying out, as in like you're leaving the car park. So I actually have to take back the grade 3 there. But it is a nice little point for me to put in though, that when you're leaving your test centre and you're getting used to the test centres, etc. and practicing, always look out for those faded stop lines because there's a lot around the ones in Dublin especially. So I'd say around Ireland they're probably quite common. So just keep an eye out for them because these can lead to a silly little fail mark because I know there is one in Finglas and I think that's why I panicked and was like, oh, be careful there. But yeah, so for Ashley this actually isn't a grade 3, but it is just again a good point to just state to have a look out for any type of faded stop lines.
Oh.
Do you know why?
No.
Okay, so it's very faded, which isn't fair for learners, but it's very faded. When you drive out that gate, there is a stop sign.
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, so it's a stop line, okay? Sorry, I should say stop line. So when you get to the top of that gate, you'll see it's very faded. When we come back in, I'll show you. Yeah. It says like STOP, but it's faded. So you just want to stop there first, and I know you can't see when you get to, sorry, we'll take a right at the next lights as well.
Yeah. It's very faded.
It's very faded. But it's one of those things when you just get used to the test centre, the more you practice it, you'll kind of know the little kind of ins and outs of it, okay?
Yeah.
But again, very easy fix. It's just being aware of it.
Yeah. I don't know, I never would have even copped that.
We have one or two in the Finglas test centre as well, and we always say to people, like, make sure you stop them. You can't even see them. Like, make sure you stop at that. We're going to take the next left, okay?
Yeah.
Just going to adjust my bike slightly.
Yeah.
So I can just work with the room that you have. Okay, at the very top of this road, we're going to take a right.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Another thing I feel like I have to work on is I'm always crossing my hands over.
Yes, so it's okay if it happens once or twice during your exam, but they wouldn't want to see it for every turn.
Yeah.
Reason being is when you cross your hands like that, if there was something around the corner, you have a much less lack of a control when it comes to actually correcting the wheel the way you need to. Top of this road, we're going to take a left, okay?
Yeah.
So remember what I told you to sing in your head before we started?
What?
Remember what I told you to sing in your head before we started?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At this mini roundabout, you're going to take the second exit to the right.
Okay.
And then second exit straight ahead.
Okay.
And you'll be taking the next left, okay?
Yeah.
And the next right, please.
Oh, cute ducky.
Okay, and see where that little grass patch is just there, kind of in the middle?
Yeah.
So where the path kind of aligns, if you could just pull over there on the left and stop for me, please.
Yeah.
Just here on the left, yeah. Okay, so you can just knock that signal off for me as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so a few things we've got to work on straight away.
Okay.
Okay, so again, I'd rather let you know what's going on as we keep going, rather than just being at the end going, here's all the marks that added up, right? Mm-hmm. So straight away, your observations on your left and your right turns, especially now because we're sunny and we're wearing glasses.
Yeah.
No side eyeing. You got to point that chin where you're looking. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So because at the moment you have to remember, like if you're side eyeing, right, your eyes will be like this. So sometimes the tester might be able to see it, especially if you're going left, he might be able to see your eyes going left. But when you have this on, if I'm looking left or right,
Yeah, he can. Yeah, I
having
get
a
you.
clue where you're looking, okay?
Yeah.
So when you're taking your left turns, left mirror, left signal, we're taking the right turns, right mirror, right signal, okay?
Yeah.
Just kind of point that chin where you're looking. Now when I say that to some people go like chickens. And, and I'm like, no, okay? That's not
No,
what
I
we
need
want.
to actually make the turns because they can't
Just
see.
show them where you're looking, okay? So make it obvious that you're looking in your right mirror, make it obvious that you're looking in your left, okay? Your left turn position, just when we were coming up, we had a little junction like this. It was like a little yield kind of road.
I didn't yield.
So no, you did yield, did yield, but you came into the middle.
Okay.
So when you're turning left, tuck yourself into that left, okay?
Yeah.
Reason being is if somebody comes up on the right, they can't go where they need to be because you're taking
I'm
that
in the
spot
way.
in the middle,
Yeah.
okay? So it's just if you have a left turn and it kind of swerves into the left, tuck right into the left, okay? If you've got a right turn that you have to take, tuck right into the right corner, okay?
Yeah.
And then just as we came through that roundabout there, before we turned in towards this housing estate, it was kind of like this. And when you approached, you came through, I said second exit straight ahead, okay?
Yeah.
You came through, and when you got to here, you signaled right, and then as you come more, you signaled left.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is for these roundabouts, do you understand these roundabouts or do you struggle with them a little bit?
I just struggle with them a little bit.
Okay, perfect. So what you would need to remember when it comes to mini roundabouts or just roundabouts in general, right? Always read them like a clock. So you got 12, 3, 6, and 9, right? You're always approaching from 6. No matter what roundabout you're coming to, you're always approaching from 6, right? With this specific roundabout, your exit is before 12 o'clock or kind of right on 12, okay? So what we say here is anything before 12 o'clock is a left lane or left position and a left signal at some point.
Right.
Anything after 12 o'clock is right position and right signal or right lane, right signal, okay? Because sometimes you'll just have the one lane roundabouts, okay?
Yeah.
So what we see here is your exit was bang smack on 12. So we just want to wait till we pass the first exit and then we just signal left.
Okay.
That's it. So all you have to do is come up here, left mirror, left signal, out you go.
Okay.
Okay? But say, for instance, we had another roundabout just before it that was like this. And we came from, again, 6 o'clock. 12, 3, 9, right? So we were going around and we were taking the right. So what I want you to do here is, as you approach, put your right signal on. You just put it on a little bit late. So that's what I marked there. That was just a late signal. You wait until you got right up to this entrance here, and then you signaled. You just want to let cars know where you're going as soon as you can. So because there was no other right turn that you could have been signaling for up there, it's all right to just check a mirror, hit your signal. At least you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Then get to the roundabout, and as you get through it, just left signal out, and out you go. Which you did. You did left signal out. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just keeping an eye on. Don't try not to signal too late, and try not to give a misleading signal. Okay.
Yeah.
If at any point you're wondering what way the signal going through the roundabout, you can just ask me. Okay. I'd rather you know as you're going through and kind of pick it up and go from there. Okay. But everything else is just kind of like the left turn position. It's just keep an eye on that when you're coming up to a top of a road. If they ask you to take the right turn position. If they ask you to take a left turn position.
Yeah.
And then just show me where you're looking. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, perfect. So what we'll do is now we're going to jump straight into one of the favourite bits of the driving test, which is the reverse around the corner. Okay? So what they'll do is, as well, when it comes to your driving test, is they will stop you on the corner before the reverse around the corner that you want you to do. Because they'll let you look at it and go, see that corner there? You're going to pull in there on the left and stop, and you're going to reverse around that corner. Okay? So they won't just stop you on the corner and go, reverse around this one. They kind of let you have a look at it. So you can see this one, decently sharp. You know, kind of it curves slightly, but it's sharp enough to get around. So what I want you to do is when you pull off, just pull back in on the left, and then we'll set up for the reverse around the corner, okay?
Okay.
Lovely stuff. And just signal and just signal off as well, okay?
Yeah.
Take your time though, we're not in any rush. Take your time.
Yeah. Now, how far do I need to come up?
You could just go to the kind of just here. See where your bonnet would balance with the wall. Yeah, just here, it's good. Some people will go to the tree, but then you're reversing back for a decent bit. Most people kind of stop about here.
Yeah, because I know you can't stop in the front of somebody's...
Yeah, so people try to match up to next to that wall, but then you're reversing back for a decent bit, which can be quite annoying, okay? So it's always, just kind of match your car to the wall, don't block any entrances, etc., okay?
Okay.
So yeah, what we're going to do is going to do reverse around the corner. Is there anything that you struggle with here, or do you want to just give it a go and see how you get on?
I haven't done it.
You've never done it?
No, my driving instructor never did this.
Oh gosh.
With me. So...
Oh god, okay. Do you understand what the rules are around it, or...
I know I have to be so far out, and I have to go slow.
So you want to kind of... So see your position now with the path.
Yeah.
You want to try hold that distance. Okay, that distance is perfect. You want to try hold that distance. But the one thing you don't want to do is hit the curb, because that will lead to a grade 3, okay? Yeah. But see with this corner here... Oh, jeez. We're kind of coming around it, and what a lot of people do is they will come back with the car and they'll go wide and then they'll correct it in, right? If you go wide and you correct it in, it's a grade 2 for competently, okay? Yeah. If you go too close and hit the pad, it's a grade 3 for hitting it, okay?
Yeah.
Now, what I normally recommend to people is if you are coming back and you're reversing the car back and reversing back, and you feel like that back wheel is going to hit the pad, what you can say to the tester is, sorry, I'm just going to come forward a little bit. They'll say, no problem,
so
you correct yourself.
So you can
come forward, but you know you're sacrificing a grade 2.
Okay.
But it just means you're not getting a grade 3 once you don't hit that path. Do you get me? Okay. So you'd rather get a grade 2 than a grade 3. Okay? Yeah. So main thing is kind of keep your observations open as much as you can. So keep an eye on that left mirror, but every couple of seconds if you can, just check another blind spot, make sure you're all safe. Just any car coming from the front, stop and let them go past. Any car coming from the back, stop and let them come past.
Yeah.
Any car coming from around that road when we get around it, stop and let them come past, okay? Because we're reversing back, so we're seen as a hazard to them.
And do I need to keep my signal on then for this?
There's no signal at all needed.
Okay.
Your reverse lights are your signal, okay?
Okay.
Perfect, lovely stuff. So whenever you're ready, we'll give it a go. Big one is real quick, hold on, is check your blind spots before you pull off. So right shoulder and then left shoulder.
I can't say what this one.
It's alright, make sure it's safe and then left shoulder. Lovely stuff, follows good. Okay, hold on. So this one's good to keep your window down as well. You'll hear something before you see it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. See where this woman is going so we don't hit her. It's mad that we're sweating and they have to lay her up, isn't it?
Oh, it's not my bleeding sweating.
They're probably like, oh, it's a bit chilly. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to reset, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so hold it about here, right? So the main thing I can notice, just going to put this up for a sec, is you're going way too fast.
Okay.
Okay, reverse around the corner is meant to be taken nice and slowly. Okay, reason being is you have to do your observations, you have to get yourself around the corner, you have to maintain your position. Okay, so what I normally say to people is,
I'm not even putting my foot on the accelerator.
yeah, I know, but even you've let it off so much that you're actually going too fast on the brake.
Okay,
Do you get me?
yeah.
So all you need, I say to people in an automatic car, come off the brake enough that the car just starts rolling.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing with this reverse around the corner is there's a ramp there. So you'll probably need to come off it a little bit more, just get over the ramp and then back on it as you're coming back down off the ramp. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, so take your time. You were looking way too much away from the left mirror when you're coming to approach it. When you know you got to get around that corner, that should be your main spot you're looking at. Okay? Once you're approaching it and like say we're going to reverse back for a second, that's fine to do like a little right shoulder check, a little left shoulder. Once you get to that corner, concentrate on getting around it. And once you know you've maintained your position, kind of like look down the road, and then when you're starting to straighten up again, blind spot, back window, lovely. But just take your time. Okay. It's harder as well right now because the sun is right at the ground. So trying to see where the path is like it kind of blends in a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
So just take your time. We'll give it one more go. Okay.
Okay.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Oh, it's just until I went over the.
It's just so you can see where you are as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can see the path starting to curve, so we should curve with it a little bit. Yeah. Good stuff. Car coming, yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Now there's a second car coming up. Do I hold on and wait, or would you go a bit more?
I'll hold on and wait. Just let the tester know that you're waiting for them. Now, if you look at this, right, your path's over here.
Yeah.
So that's where it is. You want to start to tighten that in.
Okay.
Okay. Took his time getting up that road.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on her as well. Where's she?
Yeah.
Is this the same woman?
No, different woman.
Oh no. I went on walks today.
Where are they moving?
Yeah, so if you need a little bit of a tap, that's alright. Just get over the ramp. A little bit more, yeah? Yeah, there you go. Lovely stuff. And now you can control it again. Perfect. Now you're good to keep coming back because you're not going to obstruct that car, okay?
Yeah.
Take your time, lovely stuff. Just have a quick glance down that road for me and then come back, Lovely stuff, much better. Quick blind spot check. Come back, So try to keep the car rolling if you can, even ever so slightly.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and stop nice and straightened up before that van. So look how far out we are again, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring it in.
That's it, because I'm looking at the path there.
Yeah. Okay, and stop. Okay, so we are very far out, okay?
Yeah.
So what I want you to work on for leading up to your exam is getting used to where the path is and trusting that you're not getting too close to it, okay? Because at the moment, I'm trying to see where, I think you're pointed too far down towards the ground.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you want to see a bit of the path, a bit of the road, and a bit of your wheels.
Okay.
Kind of spread out between that little blind spot. Sorry, we'll just pull forward so you can get through.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
You're good, take your time, take your time.
Sorry.
Perfect. So, he's put into neutral for me for a sec, put the handbrake up so you can relax. So yeah, at the moment you're just going a little bit too fast, okay? Again, you had to for coming up to the ramp, so that's fine. And you just want to keep an eye on your position, okay?
Yeah.
Because that seems to be the main thing at the minute, is just actually maintaining your position to the path coming around. So you don't want to be too wide and you don't want to go wide and correct as well, because that'll still be a mark, okay?
Yeah.
Want to keep it nice and sharp to the path as much as you can. That's where we take our time, do our observations, keep an eye on that left mirror, okay? But I would recommend possibly readjusting that just so you can see a little bit more of the path in it, so you know you're actually not that close, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So we're just going to pull it off. We're going to take the next left turn, okay?
Okay. Oh, that one.
Two hands on the wheel.
What was it? The.
We're just going straight ahead, straight
Oh,
ahead.
straight
Yeah.
ahead.
Now there's going to be a mini roundabout that we're coming up to now in a sec.
Okay.
We're going to take the second exit. Just remember the little kind of clock rule I taught you, okay?
Yeah.
Now take your time with this. It's very tight.
Oh, I put me thing on too quick.
You're which?
Oh, never mind. That was me in my own head.
No, you're all good. Okay, so here will kind of be anticipation reaction, so we'll just kind of hold back a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your right signal on so people know you're not parking up late. So you don't need to hit your left signal.
Yeah.
It would just be the right signal to move out. Now you're good here, you kind of committed first, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I just find that it's better to be safe than sorry, because
No,
sometimes,
100%.
sometimes people don't care, they're just coming
No,
either
to be
way.
fair, you read it quite well. I thought he was going to slow down, but he just didn't, so he did read it really well.
I find that an awful lot of people, when they see it's a learner car, they're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm
all
just
the
going
time.
to keep going, like, let them.
We'll take the next left here, okay?
Yeah.
First exit. And you can just pull over somewhere nice and safe on the left for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. I think the phone call distracted you. So yeah, sometimes they can ask you to pull over on the left and stop here, okay? Reason being, it's kind of like a hill start. Okay, so it is a hill start. So for manual cars, this sucks, but your cars just automatically do it.
Yeah, that's right.
So the main thing is to just go and check your observation, to make sure that you're
Okay.
observing properly when you're pulling off, okay? So all they'll say to you is, okay, Ashleigh, whenever you're ready, you can just pull off again there first, please.
Okay. Do I have a signal for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Every time you're pulling off from a stop position, signal out.
Okay.
Yeah. Lovely stuff.
Because my friend drives a manual car, and she was like, I hate the hill thing, and I'm like, what hill thing?
Yeah. Automatics just do that for you.
Yeah.
It is, to be fair, why we say as well, when it comes to like driving tests, just make sure your phone is on silent.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought it was.
So sometimes best to just knock it off.
Yeah, no, I think it's because it's connected up to
Yeah.
this. I think it would have rang
We'll take
anyway.
the second exit here, okay?
Yeah.
So again, these roundabouts are very tight, so just take your time.
Oh.
You guys always make sure you double click it down.
Yeah.
For many roundabouts, yeah.
I still feel like I'm crossing my hands too much.
When these, for those ones, it can be a little bit hard to not cross your hands. Just about that's why I said just take your time and slow it down.
Yeah.
Really slow it down when it comes to that those mini roundabouts, because you need to control getting around them.
Whoa.
Flying up. I'm gonna take the next right, okay?
Yeah.
Just gotta check that right mirror for me. Show me you're looking at it. Okay, there you go. And see, we're just kind of on the next road where the poles are.
Yeah.
Okay, to pull over on the left and stop somewhere nice and safe there, okay?
Yeah.
Just even a little bit past the white car, because this is where we're going to do the turnabout.
Okay.
So mirror, so in, so yeah. You can pull it to the next one if you want, a bit more
Yeah.
room.
There's just a car behind.
So anytime they ask you to stop, you can just do neutral and handbrake up, okay?
I never.
Neutral.
Oh.
No, just say neutral. Yeah, there you go. So the test is going to ask you maybe like 4 or 5 times. Okay, actually, just want you to pull over left somewhere nice and safe and
Yeah.
stop, okay? Sometimes it'll be to do a maneuver. Sometimes it'll just be they want to see how you pull over, how you observe,
Yeah.
and then your observations pulling back off. So anytime they ask you to pull over on the left and stop, once the car is stopped, neutral, handbrake up. Just
Okay.
and then just kind of look back at them for direction of what to do next, really, okay?
This is a problem I probably shouldn't have went with the tester instructor, because he never told me to do that. He was like, you don't need your neutral, just keep going.
Yeah, when it comes to like say when you're at like a stoplight or something like that, a lot of people
Yeah.
put it into neutral, put the handbrake up. You don't need to, but when it comes to like pulling over and stopping, neutral handbrake up because you're just securing the car so that you can look and chat to the tester. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is go and do the turnabout here. Have you ever done a turnabout before?
Oh yeah, go and do that.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
I live in flats.
Perfect. So now do your turnabout, but do it the way again the tester needs to see it. Okay.
Okay.
So you probably have the skills to do the turnabout, but just make sure you're putting your observation in, you're taking your time, you're getting yourself right around. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I think. One of my problems is I'm not doing the full observation. I just go,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just again, just have a scan at them, let them know you're looking at them, but don't just look to look.
Yeah.
Let them know that you're actually just checking for something. Yeah, and there, no.
Yeah,
and
just
there,
there's a
grand.
car coming down
Yeah.
here.
Is there a car coming from the back?
Yeah, there's a car coming up in front of us.
Oh, okay, grand. So what you can do is you can cancel your signal just until they pass, because sometimes it'll delay them and you get the awkward
okay.
of, you want to go? Do you want to go? Perfect,
Yeah.
Do you want? Okay, just pull over here for me. Another thing that you're doing, okay, so neutral and handbrake up for me. So every time you stop.
Yeah.
And you can just knock off that signal.
Oh.
So, generally that was good. You had full control of it, you got the car around quickly, but on your reverse, you didn't check your shoulders. Okay? So when you go into reverse and you turn about, left shoulder, right shoulder, back window, then pull off.
Okay.
Okay? And then when it comes to pulling back in, you did everything grand. You just want to take your time, do your observation. So your pull off was perfect. Into reverse, left shoulder, right shoulder, back window, yeah, all good. I know for you it'd be right shoulder, left shoulder, back window, obviously. For you, a lot easier for you to look around your left shoulder. And then when it comes to driving back off again, it's just kind of left window, right window, all good, pull off, okay? What I notice is sometimes when you're pulling in towards a path, you'll actually have a lovely line and then you'll pull it out right a little bit and then pull it back in. I think you're like possibly scared of just scuffing the path.
Yeah.
So see the way sometimes we kind of end up at a slight angle out this way.
Yeah.
You kind of want to just always be kind of like parallel with that path.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I can't see how well you're parallel with the path. You're probably parallel quite well, but you always have like a decent distance out from the path when you pull over. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So you want to just kind of like half that.
Yeah.
Okay, as best you can. Just get comfortable with pulling in on the left and stop. Now I know this is still quite a new car,
Yeah.
so you're probably getting used to like the spatial awareness of it.
No, I constantly scuff my wheels.
Oh, so you're avoiding it.
Trying to.
Okay, perfect, no problem. So what we'll do is just try bring that in about half more if you can.
Okay, yeah.
Just on the way up to your test, just try to practice it as much as you can. But your turnabout was actually generally good. I'm just going to say that your reverse observation just needs to be tightened up. Okay.
Okay.
And again, just take it nice and slow. You're all good. There's no rush to do it. Tessa doesn't want to see things done fast. Just want to see it done quick. Just want to see it done quick. Just want to see it done properly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to drive to the end of the road and we're going to take a right then. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's just a car.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh, never mind. They're.
Your handbrake was up.
Oh.
You're all good.
I feel like I'm making stupid mistakes that I don't make when I'm in the car on my own.
I know
Do
a
you
lot
I
of
mean?
people, the second that somebody's kind of marking one, they're like, I swear I actually don't do this day to day.
Yeah.
Like, I know, it's just the nerves of somebody looking at you, that's all.
Yeah.
Just right at the top of this road, please.
Yeah.
So just tug yourself back in, because you have the room, and then position yourself for the right, yeah.
Okay.
Stuff. It's always, if you have the room to reposition yourself, do, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, yeah. What's he saying Jesus for? He's on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah. I thought you said EJ.
No, I think he said Jesus.
I thought you said EJ.
You're on the wrong side of the road, like.
So which way do you want me to
Sorry,
go?
left. Apologies, sorry, he got in my head there. Shows you how quickly you can get distracted from it. Yeah, good stuff. And next left, please.
Yeah. I find sometimes that I press my handbrake down or my indicator down, but it just pops back up.
Yeah, so you can just pop it back down again if it pops back up. Sometimes it just needs a bit of a harder press as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do be careful with. So, see, even though he was on the wrong side of the road and everything,
Yeah.
just keep an eye on stuff like that because that'll be a reaction to a hazard. So, if you don't slow down properly and stop and let him come past,
Yeah.
they'd mark you for okay, even though he's in the wrong, been on the wrong side of the road there.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to
react to him promptly.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so following the road would have been actually around the other way.
Oh,
but it's all
okay.
good. We'll take a left here, okay?
Yeah. Sorry,
It can be a bit confusing, yeah. So sometimes they'll kind of point for you and be like, yeah, just follow the road around there for me, please.
Yeah.
And just a right here. Just straight down, yeah. So at this point, they just start bringing you back to the test centre.
Okay. Is that it? Do you just go around like in a
So
state?
I was about to say as well, I might try bringing you down just kind of like one of the 60 roads.
Right.
Just they'll try to get you onto a 60 road as well. But
Yeah.
once you've kind of covered the like turnabout and the reverse around the corner, that's kind of the main bit's done, and then they'll try to get you onto a main road of sorts. But it mightn't be in necessarily that order. Do you get me? But once you kind of know you've done your manoeuvres, there's not much more they can bring you out around.
Yeah.
Now this being roundabout, we're going to take a left.
Okay.
So first exit.
And another thing, I always get confused with these bumps because they're the split ones.
Yeah.
I do never know which one to go.
It's best going over to the one on the left
Yeah.
if it's free. Now, if you end up having to go over kind of both of them, like kind of split between them, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's just better for the car sometimes if you can go over the one on the left. And top of this road at the traffic light, we're going to take a right. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, this traffic light, you're right to get right up to that line because the sensors are like
Is
so.
this
yeah,
the line?
yeah, you're
Yeah,
good, yeah. Because if you're like an inch or two behind the sensor, oh my god, you'd be waiting here for ages.
Oh, there's
Small
one in
bow.
East Wall. If you're coming up, and when I tell you, it's woeful. And then it only lets 1 or 2 cars by each time.
Yeah, it's so annoying. There's one like that in Finglas Village. So if you don't go off in the first like 2 cars, you're getting a red light again.
Yeah. I find the Samuel Beckett can be a bit like that as well.
Which, sorry?
The Samuel Beckett, the bridge.
Yes, yeah.
But yet there's like 3 or 4 sets of lights on the bridge.
Okay, top of this road, we're going to take a right.
Okay.
And when you get little roads like that, just take your time with them.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I noticed once or twice your speed was going like maybe like 31, 32. Didn't want to see you going, just slowing it down to get through there
Yeah.
to make sure all is good. And as you're slowing down, as you're slowing down, just kind of left mirror check, right mirror check, make sure you're not getting too close to cars, etc.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to crack this open.
Yeah, yeah.
Park
I'm always terrified that I'm going to whack my wing mirror off somebody.
So that's why you just slow it down, take your time. That's all you
Yeah.
can do.
I won't lie, it has happened once or twice.
Yeah. Taking the wing mirror off or clipping them.
Yeah, you're taking my wing mirror off.
Now see this is just silly. This is so silly. Like I know she's places to be, I can see she's one of the care home nurses or like home to home nurses. So she's got places to be, but sorry.
No, you're grand. You're grand.
It's not worse when you're in quiet environment. Just like, sorry,
But
guys.
sometimes something like that breaks the tension, breaks the ice a little bit.
I remember when I was doing my my motorcycle exam, and the tester I wasn't. So basically, how it works with your staying like in touch with the tester is they put a headset in your helmet,
Right.
and you have like a communication device because they follow behind you on their bike.
I always wondered actually how it worked.
So they follow behind you on the bike and they tell you where to go in your helmet. You have the earpiece, but they mute your speaker and you can only hear them, so you can't respond back to them.
Yeah.
And I remember we had to set it up once or twice because it wasn't connecting properly, but I wasn't sure if mine was muted. Sorry to say, you concentrate from the turn.
No, you're grand.
I wasn't sure if mine was muted or not, and I knew in my head that I had stuff I wanted to say out loud to talk myself through it and kind of like remember stuff. And I was like, sorry, I just want to make sure that my mic is definitely muted. And he went, oh yeah, you're muted, trust me, I don't want to hear you cursing yourself in every corner. And I goes, yeah, no, you don't. And he just started laughing. He goes, you're grand, you're muted. I was like, lovely stuff. But that just kind of made me feel at ease. Let's take a right down here, okay?
Yeah.
So mirror it. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it made me feel at ease knowing that he was able to just kind of have like a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
But I feel like also motorcycle examiners are a lot kind of more lenient. Because I think people that with motorbikes in general is like, yeah, look, you're doing your best.
See, I always wondered how, because obviously, like, we're a learner driver, I'm supposed to have a full licence driver in the car with me. You know, I won't lie, I don't. Very, very seldom that I'd have one.
It'd be hard to practice like while waiting on people, and we don't encourage it, but like, still a good bit of time.
Yeah, that's why I was like, thank God I did.
So just keep an eye on your speed here.
Yeah. I did the pre-test because I don't think I have the mental capacity sometimes to do things. I
think people don't realise how emotionally exhausting getting ready for a driving test can be.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot to remember, it's a lot to multitask, it's like certain structures you've got to follow.
Yeah.
It's not just get in the car and drive. As much as people think it's that way, there's a lot more kind of to it. I think we've one of the highest standards tests in like all of Europe, if not like probably the world. It's a strict test, you know.
Well, the only thing I'm happy about is they don't have like a parallel parking thing in it, because
apparently it might be coming in of some form of parking in the next year or two.
Okay, well I should be
you should be long done. These lights are going to go straight through, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we are, I am well done by then.
Yeah, there's a guy that kind of is like an ex-tester that has like a foot in the door and kind of knows what they're chatting about. So he was like, apparently they're bringing in something to do with like guided driving, because they do it in England where it's like they'll get you to put like a part onto the map and just follow the map, or they'll get you to follow the road signs to bring you somewhere. Yeah. So it shows that you can drive and look for directions at the same time. Do you get me? Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we don't get too much more of a harder test. But yeah.
I also just think an awful lot of the time it's the nerves that kind of throw you off.
100%. Again, as I said, I'm a driving instructor nearly about a year and a half now, and even doing my motorcycle test, I was bagging nerves in the waiting room, and I was like, I don't envy any of my students. Like, this is horrid. Yeah. My first time sitting a driving test in a while that was.
Well, me coming up, I passed the test centre twice.
Sorry?
When I was coming in, I passed the test.
It's very easy to pass.
I passed the test centre twice. I passed it once going up that way and once going up this way.
Yeah.
Because I was...
So mirror.
So nervy.
And you kind of know where that yellow box is. That's the turn, so hold back. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so nervy.
Now, see really there, like if you look on the right, you can see the O kind of faded where we drove out. Yeah. So see how faded it is?
Yeah. No, not really.
Okay, we'll jump out of the car for a second. I'll show you afterwards.
Yeah.
And then you can just park up wherever suits.
Oh, I'll go over there.
A bit tight, so just take your time. It's okay. Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Lovely stuff. So, got a few things we got to go over. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, a few things, but again, they're simple enough to correct. There wasn't anything there that I was like, oh, this is like bad driving. You're a natural driver. You're a comfortable driver, but sometimes you're a bit too comfortable. Yeah. Do you get me? Like you're used to driving your way. Yeah. So, and sometimes that's just like, as much as it's a blessing to be confident in driving while you're still a learner,
that's what I feel like.
It can be a downfall.
Bad habits, and I feel like I've picked up an awful lot of bad habits because I didn't really have anyone to come out driving with me an awful lot of the time, so I had to kind of just go out on my own. So obviously I've picked
Kind of
up
learn your own way.
Yeah.
Okay, so main things again, just remind me to send you over this list and I'll give it to you, okay?
Perfect.
So main thing you want to keep an eye on, especially with this test centre, is again, once we wrap up, I'm going to show you where that kind of stop line is so you can have a look at it, okay? So your observations before you turn, okay, that was the biggest one.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one for everyone. It's the most common mistake that people make in the driving test is that they'll kind of just look and they'll kind of just go. And they'll kind of just keep driving. It's just kind of one of those little things of left mirror check,
Turn
signal,
ahead.
then go. Okay, so as I said to you, mirror, signal. Mirror, signal. Get a little rhythm going in your head that you know every time they say it to you. Mirror, signal. It's kind of sing it in your head. You're like, okay. Like, it's a fun way to remember it and it'll just kind of get it into your head, okay? So when you're driving home today, just want you mirror, signal, mirror, and then get used to pointing that chin where you're looking. Show them where you're looking. Especially if you're going to have a bright sunny day and the glasses are on, show them where you're looking.
Can you talk in it?
No, not really.
No, like if I was saying, like as in...
Oh, you can talk out loud to yourself? Yeah.
Okay, right. Mirror, signal, turn, look.
Now, I wouldn't do all of that because they're probably like, oh, she's not confident enough to do it. But if there was something going on, you're just like, say for instance, there's a car coming down that you're waiting for and you're like, you don't want them to think you're hesitating. You're just coming like, not really sure where he's going, I'm just going to wait for that. Do you get me? Those little bits. Yeah. But I wouldn't be doing mirror, signal. You could do like, for instance, like gosho. Okay, so gear, observation. You know, kind of like little small bits out loud, but I wouldn't say it in a way that is kind of portrays a lack of confidence.
Okay, I guess.
So like if you were to kind of like, make sure to hit the signal, do you get me? Those are kind of like nearly in like a funny tone that like you know what you're doing, you're just kind of guiding yourself through it. Whereas if you were going, mirror, signal, check it's safe, they might be like, okay, this isn't great. You're kind of, it might seem to just be doing it for the tester. Does that make sense? But if there's little bits you want to talk out loud, it should be absolutely fine, okay? Your left turn position, you corrected that by the end. Your positions were quite good for your turns, okay? The misleading signal on the roundabouts, you seem to correct them as well. I would say practice mini roundabouts, okay? Yeah. Because they can be a nuisance.
And I'm grand when it comes to the big roundabouts, like to the ones all up the Malahide Road. Like, I can do them, no bother.
It's the small ones, where everyone struggles. Everyone hates the small ones because there's so much, like there's so little room to do everything that you need to do. Yeah. And it's like, let me see what else there was. Oh yeah, just keep an eye as well on your speed. Yeah. Once or twice you were going like 1 or 2 kilometres over. If you hold that for too long, they will give you a mark for it. So just always kind of have a little glance down, see what speed you're going.
And would they give you a grade 3 for that?
Grade 2. Now, if you were bombing up the road, it'd be a grade 3. But if it was going a couple of kilometres over, it'd be a grade 2. Okay. Your turnabout, just work on your reverse observation. Okay. Your handbrake, just always make sure it's down. Okay. Now again, that was just because I think you were just thrown off a little bit. That's all that was. Yeah. And then reaction to hazard was your man on the bike. So if you see someone, even if you know they're in the wrong, if you see somebody getting in your way, slow it right down, let them come past, then go. Okay, but bar that though, you did actually like quite well. Now I know obviously went up on a pad twice, you know, wasn't checking the mirrors. I will say here in state now, when we did hit the pad earlier, Ashleigh had let me know there was an important phone call she was waiting on, so we were just a little bit distracted when the phone call came through. It's completely understandable, okay? But yeah, in regards to that, your rest of your turns were fine. So I didn't think that was going to be like a recurring thing. Do you get me? Yeah. I think you saw the phone call, you were waiting on it, you kind of went and panicked and tried to pull over. So that's all that was. Yeah. So I wouldn't panic about it, okay? But yeah, overall, you did quite well, okay? Now I know obviously you're probably being like, what you mean, okay? Quite well as if like, I can see that you know how to drive. Yeah. Okay, I can see you know how to drive. You just got to break those bad habits and get rid of them in the next week and a half if you can. Yeah. Just for that hour or two that you need to, okay? Yeah. Now, still try to keep your safe practices as you're going onto the road and, you know, with your full license. But for the test especially, get used to those, we're just looking at the camera or something.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah, they're probably like, what is that? They're like, that's a long antenna. I'll probably hear what they said anyway later on. Like. But yeah, it's just, is that still running? Don't die on me. Oh, overheated. Okay. Oh, but it's still running though, I think. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. But yeah, so just keep these in mind. Again, I'll send you over this, but you do have the ability to pass. Yeah. Just get rid of those bad habits, okay? Yeah. We did really well.
Okay. Thanks.